Young adult programs. How to incorporate stress management for teens into your program schedule by Julia Bombacci. By the conclusion of this presentation, I hope that you will feel confident that offering stress-reducing programs to your teens is right for your library. We will go over some facts about teens and how stress affects them in different ways. We will also examine different options for programming that can fit into your library's budget. The American Psychological Association has completed several surveys studying stress patterns in teens during the school year. They have found that their stress level is actually higher than that of most adults. Stress can have an effect on a teen's ability to keep healthy levels of exercise, sleep, and health in their everyday life. 61% of teens said their stress led to overwhelming feelings of depression or sadness. 36% said that stress made them feel tired and over-fatigued. And 23% of teens skipped meals due to stress. The American Psychological Association Vice President, Dr. Norman B. Anderson, states, "In order to break this cycle of stress and unhealthy behaviors as a nation, we need to provide teens with better support and health education at school and home, at community level, and in their interaction with healthcare professionals." In Baltimore, teens were interviewed as a part of a study, Confronting Teen Stress, Meeting the Challenge in Baltimore City, which looks at levels of teen stress. It showed that only 17 to 22% of teens actually sought out support to help them deal with teen stress management. So now that we have addressed the issue of teens and stress, how can we as librarians help? What can we offer? How can we offer these programs without labeling them as stress management program for teens, but rather as fun programs that offer methods of stress management? The Women's Hospital and Harvard Medical School held a study on the benefits of yoga for teens, published in the Journal of Developmental and Behavioral Pediatrics. The 10-week study was conducted on 51 juniors and senior high school students. All the students took a number of psychological tests for things like mood problems, anxiety, mindfulness, and stress. The research found that the teens who did the yoga class scored higher on some of the psychological tests, while the teens who didn't do the yoga scored worse. 75% of the students who took the yoga class said that they would continue if given the opportunity. So, does this mean that you should hire a yoga instructor for your library? Not necessarily. Reach out to your community. Perhaps a local yoga instructor would offer free lessons for publicity. Most yoga instructors need to complete a certain amount of practice hours before being certified and would give libraries free lessons for their teens. At the very least, you could have an instructional video playing and offer reading materials if they are interested in pursuing yoga on their own. This photograph is from the Lehman Public Library in Little Rock, Arkansas, at their weekly teen yoga program. In an article by Dr. Kathy Malchiotti in the 2014 issue of Psychology Today, she describes Zentangle as a self-help art therapy practice to enhance relaxation and focus. Zentangle has become an international phenomenon that now applicates in stress reduction, education, therapy, and even motivational training. Here are some tips for offering a free Zentangle program at your library. Play relaxing music in the background, show instructional videos, and offer free printable pattern sheets. Once again, reach out to the community and see if any students or patrons are currently practicing the art of Zentangle and will guide a class. The Montville Public Library has offered Zentangle classes for both teens and adults. The teen class was led by a part-time staff member who practices the art of Zentangle for stress management. The flyer you see before you is from the Belmore Library Teen Zone. Here are some program ideas that you can do using online resources. gardening, healthy cooking for teens, make your own Zen garden using recycled and new materials, and aromatherapy. Key points. Stress is a big issue for teens. We have a responsibility to acknowledge this and offer programs accordingly. Use online resources for program planning tips. Reach out to your community for volunteers to provide low-cost programs. Have nonfiction material available for your teens about stress and other psychological issues that teens face. Thank you.